So here we are yet again. We're here in my Google Drive, and we're going to click on the waffle and we're going to open up the apps that we have available to us once again. We're already in Drive. We've already had a quick look at Docs, and hopefully we've had the chance to share and understand how the collaboration within Google Docs can work. Now we're going to have a quick look at Slides. And if you think that Slides might be perhaps similar to PowerPoint, you'd be correct. And one of the great things about Slides is that if you save a PowerPoint into your Google Drive, you can basically open it with Slides. So in other words, you can play a PowerPoint presentation using Google Slides. So that's some versatility for you there, and I think that's something that we can appreciate because perhaps you have some previous presentations on your smartboard, etc., that are done in PowerPoint. Well, you can make the transition over to Slides if moving to Google is something that you're considering. When we're working in Slides, it's very similar to PowerPoint in that you open up an untitled presentation, you get started, you have themes to work with. If you click on a theme, it will apply it to all the slides. You have the opportunity, once you've added different items to your presentation, once you've told your story through the software here, sharing, as always here, it's prompting me to make sure that I name my presentation before it lets me share. But again, the focus on all of these tools is that I can share my work with others in such a way as to collaborate with them and be working on the same item, and again avoid all of the tediousness of saving and resaving and saving and resaving. Now there are a couple of very specific reasons that I personally prefer working on the Google side and including working with Slides. And one of them is the ability to voice type, whether it's in the speaker notes that we can voice type speaker notes. And also in Docs, and perhaps I should have mentioned this in the video for Docs, but we can go back and practice it. You can also use voice typing on Google Docs. Unfortunately, in the lab that we're in right now, or in the lab that you're working in on August 8th, it's not going to work for us because it requires a microphone, and those desktops aren't equipped in that way. But if you were working on a laptop or a Chromebook in Docs, it would allow you to voice type, which is an excellent tool, especially when we're thinking about some of our students that have a hard time writing and typing for that matter, right? Also, one of the really beautiful things of Google items and Slides in particular is that when we're inserting and we decide that we want to insert an image, we basically have the power of Google search for images. Now that's not tremendously new because, for example, if you explore Sway, you'll see that you can search for items in Sway, and you can find different items in Sway as well. But you can find images while you're working in Slides that are already labeled for commercial reuse with modification. So in other words, it's already a safe search. Students are already, they're not plagiarizing because the software won't allow them to. The application won't even allow them to use an image that they're not allowed to reproduce. So that type of integration is actually quite amazing, and I think it's very powerful. And also the integration of inserting videos directly from YouTube into your presentation, and again, just searching through YouTube videos, etc. And what's made available to you through that integration opens different doors that at this point it really is these really are doors that we need to open for our students because we do have the tools. And of course, whenever we're talking about Google applications, we recognize that everything saves automatically to our drive. So same with Docs and the same with Slides. If I go ahead and close this, even by just closing the window, you can see on the bottom right, it's already shown up. Practice is right there. It's already saved in my drive. Automatically, I didn't have to save it. And if I've failed to mention it, that is how both platforms work, whether we're in Microsoft Office or in Google in our G Suite of apps. When we are working in an application, the work we're doing, the work we're creating will automatically save in. If we're on Google side, it saves in my drive. And if we're on Microsoft side, it saves in your OneDrive. There are some applications that are an exception to that rule, and I can point those out for you in real time.